Hey everybody, it's Chris and Des Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And today we're going to talk to you about the new ice skating film,
Dun, dun, dun.
I, Tonya, based on the controversy of Nancy Kerrigan and Tonya Harding, starring Margot Robbie and Allison Janney. Des, what did you think?
Okay, so this movie is kind of comes across as a documentary in its presentation, because that's actually what happened. The filmmaker, somebody went and sat down with all these people and did interviews and all that stuff. It is, I thought going into it from the trailer or from, I don't know what I saw about it, but I thought it was going to be like stupid humor or really over the top and just, which I don't usually appreciate very much. But it's so well done. Mm-hmm. This movie is so good. The acting, like, it felt so much like a documentary. Like, so you're just totally into it. And she was Tonya Harding. Yeah. She absolutely was. And Allison Janney as the mom, she was this lady. And you just learn so much about their relationship and who they are and this she's just horrible mother. She's just horrible. But it was so good. And the arc of the story and how it took you along, and it went back and forth between people's opinions of certain situations, and the movie would tell you, I don't think this happened at all. Mm-hmm. And so that is just fun. So there is a level of, you're looking at all this absurdity and laughing, and then you're also so sympathetic for Tonya Harding, and then you're so upset. It was so good. I really liked this movie. Maybe because my expectations were so low in the first place, but I thought it was so good. I really enjoyed it. What did you think?
Yeah, I could totally agree. Such a fun movie. It was such a fun movie to watch about this really horrible situation, but it was really well done. I enjoyed the writing and the directing as well too, but I think the acting really held this movie together, because Margot Robbie is so fantastic as Tonya Harding. She really gives
committed,
a phenomenal, and with any deviance in that, like, performance, if it hadn't been that good, the whole movie would have felt like, this is
if she winked at the camera or there was anything about it that she wasn't bought into, it would throw away.
And she made her a real fleshed out person, like not just this thing you think of when you think of Tonya Harding if you were around during that time of that incident. Right. Everybody was really good though. Paul Walker Hauser, who played the guy Sean, who thinks he's like the secret agent guy. Oh my gosh, I loved him on Kingdom. Have you ever seen the TV show Kingdom? He's fantastic on that too. But I was like, no, don't do that. And
that's the part of the story. I just knew the main, what you hear in the news. So that's the part, which I don't want to spoil, but that's the part of the story that you're like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that makes total sense. Oh, that's what happened. So that's the good part of the movie. Yeah.
And Sebastian Stan is great as her husband, and they have this tumultuous relationship, whatever. And of course, everyone's talking about Allison Janney, and she is fantastic and phenomenal. I was telling you that she only can do over the top, though, I feel like. Yeah. Like, she has to do. And luckily, this character needs you to be that. The bird, I can't with the bird. When you see the movie, you'll see what the bird is about. But it kind of gives you another idea about Tonya Harding. Like, how sad that they're so mean to her because she's poor. And she doesn't want to be like the prima donna princess. Yeah. It's
all those aspects of it that are like, oh, well, that makes sense. Oh, poor Tonya. Oh, well, I understand that. Oh, okay. So it was a great movie. Yeah. And then there's all this other layers of, oh, well.
And that story to me has always been fascinating. Like the whole Tonya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan thing. So I was right away, like, what
happened with her? Oh, wow. Yeah, exactly.
And again, it is just a really well made movie, and it really, I think, hinges on Margot Robbie, who does just a phenomenal job. So I would say go see it if you want to laugh. If you like this story or want to know more about it, I'd say go see it. It is rated R also because it's a rated R story.
Yeah, it is rated R story.
It's rated R story.
But probably for language more than anything else.
And there's a violence between her and her husband. Yeah, that's true. A lot throughout as well too. And then Nancy Kerrigan's hip, but that's fine.
She's hardly in it at all.
She's hardly in it. But I would say go see it for sure. Bye.
Bye.